Yeah, so my name is Pavlos Msaouel. I am a physician scientist focusing on kidney cancer at MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston, Texas. I am an assistant professor and I have a laboratory doing research in kidney cancer. I see patients with kidney cancer and I also run clinical trials for patients with kidney cancer. Yeah, a major research focus for me is a rare kidney cancer called renal medullary carcinoma, abbreviated as RMC. And RMC is a deadly kidney cancer, possibly the deadliest of all of the kidney cancers. And it may actually be the only cancer, at least that I'm aware of, that so specifically afflicts a minority. Young individuals of African descent, young people who are Black, usually in their 20s, and the outcomes for this disease were very poor. And we wanted at MD Anderson to develop a dedicated research program that can help these patients, that can make a difference for these patients. But to do that, funding is important. And in fact, the first ever research grant support for renal medullary carcinoma was through the Kidney Cancer Association in collaboration with the American Society for Clinical Oncology, where they sponsored a Young Investigator Award for me to support our research. Then the KCA independently as well provided a second Young Investigator Award to support our research in kidney cancer. That was all very important seed funding that helped us build our program. You know, you have to start from somewhere, and that seed funding is important. This eventually led to a Career Development Award by the American Society of Clinical Oncology. It led to other awards by the Department of Defense for the kidney cancer research, and more recently to independent NIH funding dedicated to renal medullary carcinoma. Now, what were the outputs? The outputs were that we were able to actually generate cell line models, animal models, profile tissues of patients with RMC. Then this helped us create knowledge that we converted, we translated into actual clinical trials. This allowed us to make, since 2017, when we got that first award, to develop 3 clinical trials dedicated to renal medullary carcinoma. A 4th one is going to open in 2024, again, just for renal medullary carcinoma. And what did this help? How did this help our patients? So now we have the data to say with confidence that the clinical outcomes of our patients actually improve through this research. This is an aggressive cancer. It was never an easy goal to just, cure everyone. It's going to take time, but we are making an impact. How are we making this impact? 5 years ago, despite our best efforts, a patient diagnosed with RMC, half of the patients diagnosed with renal medullary carcinoma RMC would die within a year of diagnosis. Today, if they follow the strategies that we have developed, it is extremely unlikely that they will die within a year. And that is progress. In addition, most of patients with renal medullary carcinoma have stage 4 disease. It's a very angry cancer. But we are now able to cure, render disease-free, eradicate the cancer for the whole body, and it is not coming back, in at least 5 to 10% of our patients with renal medullary carcinoma, including in scenarios that 5 years ago would have been thought to be impossible. Again, 5 to 10% is not enough. We want to get this to 100%. But with the infrastructure that we're generating and have generated with the support of the Kidney Cancer Association, we are now genuinely heading there. And the other important aspect of this work is how much patient advocacy through the Kidney Cancer Association as well has helped steer this. So we did not do this alone, and it wasn't just the funding, it was also the guidance by our patients or patient advocates that allowed us to prioritize the things that were important to them. And so along these lines, what I would recommend to junior investigators starting their career in diseases like cancer and kidney cancer in particular is, first of all, don't be afraid to study rare kidney cancer subtypes. Sometimes the ones that are the more difficult, the more rare, the more aggressive, they tend to be also the more rewarding. They can also be places where there is a lot of opportunity to make meaningful contributions to our patients. Young patients, wonderful members of our society, helping them can be very fulfilling. The other thing is interact with our patients and our patient advocates. Learn from them, including through the Kidney Cancer Association. Advocacy groups are quintessential to our work. They guide our work, they advise, and they're very helpful. And first of all, I would definitely recommend attending the meetings like this current IKCS meeting that advocacy groups like the Kidney Cancer Association are doing. Those meetings are important because they help you, first of all, interact with people who are interested in kidney cancer, network with them, see where the science is going, and interact with both scientists, clinicians, and patient advocates. I would say that I'm really grateful to the Kidney Cancer Association for supporting us in a very important initial step. I can say with confidence that if we had not received that funding, our program would not have been able to be built, period. So this award is the Chris Wood Rising Star Award, named after Chris Wood, a urology surgeon who worked with us, including with me at MD Anderson, and unfortunately passed away in 2021. He was a great mentor to me and a dear friend who is dearly missed, and he has left a legacy. And this award is part of that legacy. He has helped thousands of people, many patients, thousands of patients. He's operated many patients, but he has also helped many scientists and researchers, including myself. And I'm really grateful to him. So hearing that I actually received an award under Chris Wood's name means a lot to me, and I'm really grateful to the Kidney Cancer Association for developing this award and for making it happen. It really is special.